Dr. M. P. Jayaraman is an assistant professor in mathematics in L.N. Government College, Poneri. He has specialized on geometric function theory. With 14 years of teaching experience, he has handled topics on probability and queuing theory, discrete mathematics, random process, and engineering mathematics. Being a recognized supervisor for guiding PhD and MS students of Anna University, he is the reviewer of the journal Computer Mathematics and Applications. He has also written books on discrete mathematics and has also published papers in 28 international publications, in 4 national publications, and has presented papers in 2 international and in 2 national conferences.
Welcome you all for UGC lecture series in mathematical sciences. In this session, we shall deal with the maximal flow algorithm problem. Then, with the help of this maxiflow algorithm for a given network problem, we are going to find the maximal flow. Before discuss about the algorithm, first let me define the basic definitions involved in this algorithm, that is called flow augmenting path. So, what is a flow augmenting path? A path through which a positive flow can be sent from source node to sink node is called flow augmenting path. So, a flow augmenting path is a path through this path a positive flow can be sent from source node S to sink node N. Such a path is called flow augmenting path. This flow augmenting path is used to send as much flow as possible from source to the sink N. So, a flow augmenting path is a path in which a positive flow can be sent from source node to the sink node. Now, with this definition of flow augmenting path, now let us discuss about the algorithm, maxiflow algorithm. Step 1 is find a path from source to sink that can accommodate a free flow of material. So, the first step is we have to find a path from source to sink. If such path does not exist, then we will go to step 5. The next step in this algorithm is determine the maximal flow that can be shipped along this path and denote it by K. So, once we obtain the flow augmenting path, our next aim is to find the maximal flow through that flow augmenting path from source to sink, and we will denote that maximum value by K. The next step, step 3 is decrease the direct capacity of each arc or branch of this path by K and increase the reverse capacity by K. Add K units to the amount delivered to the sink. So, the third step of this algorithm is we have to decrease the direct capacity of arc by K value and increase the reverse capacity of each arc through that flow augmenting path by K units, and finally, we have to add K units to the sink. Next step is, once step 3 is over, next idea is we have to go to step 1. That means, we have to find another flow augmenting path. Once that flow augmenting path is over, next we have to find the next flow augmenting path. Repeat this process. Now, the final step of this algorithm is the maximal flow is the amount of the material delivered to the sink. So, the amount of material delivered to the sink is the maximal flow of this given network diagram. The optimal shipping schedule is determined by the comparing the original network with the final network. So, in this maximal flow algorithm, we can get the optimal shipping schedules. So, in the maxiflow minicut theorems, we can find the maximal flow of a given network from source to sink. So, we can get the maximal flow, but the main disadvantage of this maxiflow minicut theorem is though we can get the maximal flow for a given network problem, we are unable to find which path through the flow is n routed. So, we do not know which is the corresponding path the flow passes from source node to sink node. In this max flow algorithm, we will find maximal flow. Not only maximal flow, we can find the corresponding optimal shipping schedule. That means, we can find the corresponding path which the flow passes through from source node to sink node. So, as a sum up the maximal flow algorithm, the first step is we have to find the all possible flow augment path. So, the first idea is we have to find the flow augment path for a given network diagram. So, the first step is find all possible flow augment path. Once we find the flow augment path, in this flow augment path, next we have to find the maximal flow possible through can be sent through this flow augment path. So, the next idea is find the maximal flow that can be sent through this flow augment path. Once we find the maximal flow through this flow augment path, we denote that value as k, the maximal flow is k. Decrease this k value in the directed forwarded arc in the capacity, then increase this capacity k in the non forwarded arc, and finally add this k value to the sink node and repeat this procedure till all flow augmented path is obtained. Now, with the help of this flow augment path for a given network diagram, we can find out the maximal flow. For that, we make use of the already known results. Result 1 is the flow from source to sink is less than the capacity of any arc. The flow from source to sink should be less than or equal to capacity of the any cut KSS bar. The second result is the maxi flow mini cut theorem, which says that the maximal flow through any network should be equal to the minimal cut KSS bar, which is the minimal capacity of among all cut. Now, with the help of this algorithm, now we try to solve a maxi flow problem. The problem is using maxi flow algorithm for the network given below, compute the maximal flow f from source to sink from S to N, where the numbers on the arc represent the capacities. Also verify it using maxi flow mini cut theorem. So, a network is given to us. Consider this network. A network is given to us. For the given network problem, we are interested in finding the maximal flow possible from this source node S to this sink node N. Now, we have to find this maximal flow using this max flow algorithm. That is the first step. Once we obtain maximal flow of this network using max flow algorithm, next we have to verify that results with the help of maxi flow mini cut theorems. So, first we consider the problem. The initial step starts with 0 flow on each arc. So, this is our given network. So, in our first step we consider the 0 flow in each arc. Consider the arc S1, here the flow is 0. Take this arc 1, 2, the flow is 0. So, in the first step of the given network, consider the flow in each arc is 0. Therefore, the total flow is from source to sink is 0. Now, the number on each arc, suppose for the arc 1n, we wrote the number 0, 9. Here the 0 represents the value of Fij, that is flow from node I to j. So, flow from node 1 to n is 0, and the second number in the parenthesis is capacity, which is Kij. So, here Kij is 9 means the maximum flow that can be transmitted from the node I to j is 9. As far as our problem concerned, the maximal flow that can be transmitted from node 1 to node n is 9. So, the number 09 for the arc S22 means here the possible flow from node S to node 2 is 0 and the maximum flow possible from node S to 2 is 9. Consider a network problem in which each arc has 0 flows, that is our initial step. According to maxi flow algorithm, first in order to obtain the maximal flow, our first aim is to find a flow augment path. Our first aim is we have to construct a flow augment path for the given network diagram. For that, flow augment path from source to sink node n. For that, first we have to label the initial that source node S. So, we have to label the node S. From S, we can go to the node 1 because S1 is the forward arc. So, the arc S1 is a forward arc. So, from S I can label the node 1 because the arc S1 the possible flow is 0 and the maximal flow the capacity of the arc is 7. So, here 0 less than 7, therefore, from the source node S I can label the node 1, therefore, the first flow augment path consisting S1. From node 1 I can label the node 2 via the arc 1 2. So, from node 1 I can label node 2 because in this arc 1 2 the possible flow is 0 and the capacity of this arc is 3. Therefore, since 0 less than 3 I can label node 2. From node 2 I can reach my sink via the arc 2n. So, 2n here also the flow through this arc 0 which is less than capacity. Therefore, the first flow augment path for the given network diagram is from S I can reach node 1, from node 1 I can come to node 2, from node 2 I can reach node n. So, this is the flow augment path for the given network diagram. So, in this the capacity is 7, here the capacity is 3, for this arc 2n the capacity is 8, for the arc S1 7, for the arc 1 2 3, for the arc 2n it is 8. Now, for this flow augment path we have to find out the maximal flow possible from source to sink. Now, the capacity of the first arc is 7, the capacity of the second arc is 3, the capacity of the third arc is 8. So, the maximal flow possible from S to n through this path is 3, which is minimum among all possible arc in the augmented path. In this all augmented path, the capacity is 3, 7, 8, among this minimum is 3. So, this minimum is the maximal flow that can be sent through this flow augment path. So, the maximal flow that can be sent from source to sink through this flow augment path is 3 units, which gives the flow through each arc of this flow augment path is 3 units, which increase the flow of each augment is path is 3. Therefore, the total flow delivered at this sink at this step is 3 if we consider this flow augment path. So, by considering the flow augment path S21 and 1 to 2 and 2 to n, the maximal flow that can be sent through this path from source node to sink node is 3, which gives us the flow through this arc is 3 and flow this through this arc is also 3 and flow through this arc 2 to n is 3. Therefore, the new flow configuration of this flow augment path is this one. So, in the next step, once we construct the flow augment path S1 1 to 2n, the next flow configuration is this one. Now, we have to find another augment path from source node S, which is possible because if we consider the arc S1, here the possible flow is 3 and the capacity is 7. Therefore, as we discussed in the previous step, we can consider the next flow argument path. The next flow argument path is from S to 1, and from 1 we can label the sink N. So, the next flow argument path is from source S to the intermediate node 1, and from intermediate node 1 we can reach the sink N. Now, the capacity of this arc is 4, because originally the capacity is 7. In the previous step we will assign the flow as 3. Therefore, difference between these 3, 7 minus 3 is 4. Therefore, the capacity of this arc S1 is 4 and the capacity of this arc is 9. So, the next flow argument path is S to 1 and 1 n, 1 to n. So, this is our second flow argument path. Now, the maximal flow that can be sent along this flow argument path is the minimum capacity of among all possible arc in the flow augmented path, which is 4. So, the maximal flow that can be sent along this flow argument path is 4. So, which gives us the next we can assign a positive flow 4 through this arc, and here also we can send 4 units of flow in this arc. Therefore, now 4 units can be sent from node S to node 1, and along arc 1 n we can send 4 units of positive flow. So, because of this maximal flow 4, now in the next flow configuration the total quantity we got from the sink is already we obtained 3. In the next step with the maximal flow sent through this augmented path is 4. So, 3 plus 4 is 7. So, in the next flow configuration of this network diagram consisting of this one. Now, in this arc S1 the flow is 7 and the capacity is 7, and the flow in this arc will become 4 9. Now, from source S we cannot label node 1. In step 2 I have to start from source node. From source node I cannot label the node 1, because the directed arc S1 here the total flow, the possible flow in this arc which is 7 is equal to the capacity of this arc which is also 7. Since the flow Fij value is equal to the capacity of the arc Kj which is 7, in this step starts from S I cannot label the node 1. So, there is no flow augment path is possible from source node S to the intermediate node 1. We are in a position to find some other flow augment path which is possible if we consider the flow augment path from S to 2 and from 2 to the sink node n. So, in the third step our flow augment path is from S to 2 and 2 to n. Now, the capacity of this arc S to 2 is nothing but 9, and the capacity of this arc already the maximal flow sent through this arc is 3, capacity is 8. Therefore, now the possible flow for the arc 2 to 5 is 8 minus 3 which is 5. So, in our step 2 we have this flow augment path. Now, the maximal flow that can be sent through this flow augment path is the minimum among these two values which is 5. Therefore, in this path the maximal flow that can be sent through is 5 units. Now, the total flow obtained in the sink is 7 plus 5 which is 12. So, in step 2 the total flow from source to sink is 7 plus 5 which is 12, which can be shown in this diagram. So, in this flow configuration diagram the total flow obtained from the sink is 12. Now, next we are in a position to find the another flow argument path. So, we have to start from source node S. From source I can reach node 2, because for the arc S2 the flow is 5, the capacity is 9, therefore, I can consider the arc S2. From 2 via arc 2n I cannot reach n. Now, in this step from 2 I cannot label the node n via the arc 2n, because if we consider the arc 2n, here the flow is 8, the capacity is also 8. Since the flow is equal to capacity, in this step in order to construct flow argument path, from 2 I cannot reach n via this one. So, I am interested in finding some other argument path. Here if we consider 1 2 as arc, so we can consider a backward arc 1 2. From 1 I can reach the sink node n. So, the next flow argument path in the step is from source S I can reach node 2, from node 2 I can reach 1 using backward arc, from 1 I can reach n. So, here S2 is a forward arc and 1n is a forward arc and 1 2 is a backward arc. So, in this flow argument path, the arc S2 is a forward arc which has a capacity, the difference of these two 4, and the forward arc 1n has the capacity 9 minus 4 which is 5, and if we consider this backward arc 1 2, here capacity is 3 which is a backward arc from 2 to 1. Now, in this flow argument path the least value is 3, therefore, the maximal flow that can be sent through this path is 3 units. Now, in this flow argument path, since 2 arc S2 is a forward arc and 1n is a forward arc, in this flow argument path we can send these 3 units along this path, and these 3 units decrease in the backward arc 1 2. So, which gives us the flow argument diagram is this one. So, for a given one network diagram we can consider the 4 flow argument path. Now, we have to check is there any other flow argument path is possible. From the source node S I can reach the node 2. So, from S I can label 2, because this arc has a flow 8 and the capacity 9. Now, from node 2 I cannot reach the sink node n, because this arc has flow equal to capacity, and if you consider this arc, here there is no flow is possible. Therefore, as far as this network is concerned, there is no flow argument path is possible. Therefore, our maximal flow for this network diagram is 15, which is in the first flow argument path we have the maximal flow 3, in the next flow argument path the maximal flow is 3, the next step we will obtain the maximal flow as 5. Finally, in the final step the flow maximal flow that can be sent from source to sink is 3, therefore, which is 15. Therefore, the maximal flow that can be sent from the source node S to sink node n is 15 units. Now, we obtain this maximal flow from source to sink with the help of maximal flow algorithm. Now, we can verify these results by making use of maxi-flow mini-cut theorem. As we discussed already, this network has 4 possible cuts. Among all cut, if we consider this cut, the cut S consisting the source node S2 and S bar consisting the node 1n, for this network diagram, if we go for the capacity of this cut K S S bar, this should be a minimal cut. Now, for this cut S S bar, the possible arc is S1, Sn is not possible, then 2 1 is not possible, 2n. So, for this cut S S bar, the associated arc is S1 2n. Now, for this cut, if we consider the capacity KSS bar, which is KS1 plus K21. So, our KS1 has the capacity 7 and K2n has a capacity 8. So, the capacity of the minimal cut is 15. So, using maxi flow mini cut theorem, the maximal flow of a given network is the capacity of the minimal cut, which is 15. Using the algorithm, we are getting the maxi flow, which is also 15. Here both are coincide. Consider the problem. Using maxi flow algorithm for the network given below, compute the maximal flow F from node 1 to 5, where the numbers on the arc represents capacities. Also verify it using maxi flow mini cut theorem. So, here the given network is a bidirectional network. It is an undirected network. Therefore, we can consider this network as a bidirectional network. What I mean is, from node 1 we can reach 4 via the arc 1 4, as well as from node 4 I can reach 1 via the arc 4 1. So, it is a bidirectional network, undirected graph. For this undirected graph, we are interested in finding maxi flow from the source node 1 to sink node 5 with the help of max flow algorithm, and we have to verify that maximal flow obtained from the max flow algorithm with the help of maxi flow mini cut theorems. Now, this is the network. Now, we can consider a possible flow augment path. One path is from 1 to 3 and 3 I can reach 5. So, one augment path is 1 3 5. Next, we can find another augment path, which is from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, from 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. So, another augment path is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 5. So, with the help of the idea we discussed earlier, we can find many flow augment path. Now, after obtaining this augment path, we can find out some more augment path. I can list out those augment path one by one. One augment path is from 1 to 3 and 3 to 5. Another one is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. The third augment path is 1 to 2 and 2 to 5. From 1 I can label node 2, from node I can label node 5. The fourth flow augment path is 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 5, 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 5. And while considering this flow augment path, each and every time we should check that condition that flow should be less than or equal to capacity. As far as this network diagram concerned, the final flow augment path is from 1 to 4 and 4 to 5. So, we have 1 4 5. So, using the method as we discussed earlier, for the given network diagram, the possible flow augment path for the given network is these are 5. Now, as we discussed earlier, by finding the maximal flow for each and every augment path and by adding the maximal flow, we can get the maximal flow that can be transported from source node 1 to the sink node 5. As far as this problem concerned, we will get the maximal flow as 6 units. So, let me recap. So, using maxi flow mini cut algorithm, first we have to construct flow augment path. Once we construct flow augment path, find the maximal flow that can be transmitted through this flow augment path. Let that value by k, increase that k value for a forward arc and decrease that k value by a reverse arc, and repeat this procedure till all augment paths obtained, which will gives the maximal flow for the given network diagram. Now, we can verify that maximal flow obtained through this algorithm with the help of maxi flow mini cut theorem. Question: Using MaxiFlow algorithm for the network given below, find the maximal flow from source node to sink node. Here our source node is S and sink node is N. Thank you.